Hi, Luke here from Technicamps with a quick video for the tasks for session 9, which was all about functions. So task 9.1, write a function which takes as a parameter the radius of a circle. The function should compute and return the area of a circle with that radius. Note, the area of a circle with radius r is calculated as follows. Area equals pi times r squared. Call your function several times at the bottom of your code to test that it works. Cool, and we're going to use the math library to import the constant pi. Perfect. So file, new file, import math. That's nice. We're going to define our function. Let's call it area of circle. And it's going to take in a parameter, and that parameter is going to be radius or length. Maybe just radius, we'll call it. Yeah, we're just going to call it radius. Perfect. Result equals math.pi times radius squared. So double star for exponentiation. Pi times r squared. Perfect. And then we need to return our result. Okay. And then, what does it say? Call your function several times at the bottom of your source code to test that it works. So, area 1, radius 1, I guess. We'll call, let's say, yeah, area 1 equals area of circle with the radius 1. So if it has a radius 1, we're expecting something like, well, pi to be returned. Area 2 equals area of circle, and let's hand it something like 2, and then area 3 equals area of circle. Let's give that number something like 10, and then we're going to just print out area 1, print out area 2, and print out area 3. Okay, let's file, save. Let's call this task 9.1. Task 9.1. There we go. File, and then run module. Okay, so pi is 3.1415926. That's all good. If we do 2 squared, that's 4. 4 times 3 is about 12. So that seems to make sense for our second option. And then 10 squared is 100, so 100 times pi, we move the decimal place 2 places, and we get 314.159, blah, 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 blah. So this seems to work quite well. It seems to be quite happy and quite a nice little function. So remember, when we're writing functions, we define the function, and then we call the function in some way. And I actually wanted to use a little print at the end to see the result of the function's work. Okay, task 9.2, write a function which takes a string as a parameter. Okay, so we're going to pass the function a string. Your function should return the number of vowels in the string. Okay, so we need to loop through, call your function several times at the bottom of your source code test. Use a for loop in your function to loop over each character and test if it's a vowel. Cool. So file, new file, new file. So we're going to have def, what do I want to call my function? Number of vowels. That seems to make sense. Number of vowels. And it's going to take some argument. It's going to take a word in. And we're going to just call it word. There we go. For I in range len word. So that's going to go through the word. I'm actually going to have a variable here called count equals 0. Okay, so this is going to be my counter for the number of vowels. If word I equals, I don't want to do all the comparisons, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change word equals word we'll call this tester equals word dot upper. So we're just going to convert everything to uppercase, so I don't have to check both upper and lowercase vowels, just for safety, or just to make sure that I catch everything. I don't want someone typing in something with both capitals and lowercase letters and ignoring stuff. And just for sanity, and it's something that we mentioned in our lecture notes, it sometimes helps people to not try and change the parameters that are being passed to them. So I've just created a new temporary variable for them called tester. If tester I equals a, or ae, or I, or o, or u, count equals count plus 1, and then at the end of the for loop I want to return count. Okay, and then we'll call it a couple of times just to make sure it works. So we'll call number, we'll assign it to something, test1 equals number of vowels in something like Luke. Test2 equals number of vowels in something like techno camps, and I'm just going to put random capital letters in it just to make sure it deals with stuff. Test3 equals number of vowels into the light. There we go. Why not something like that? Okay. And then we'll just print out our values for test1, print out our values for test2, and print out our values for test3. Test3. Okay. The only thing I'm not 100% sure is I'm not sure if I formatted this section correctly, so it might throw us an error, but that's why we test our code. So save this as task 9.2 and run module. Okay, how many vowels are there in Luke? There are not. There are not 4 vowels in Luke. There's only 2 vowels in Luke, so this is not working maybe as intended. So let's try it like that. File, save, run module. There are now no vowels in Luke, which again is maybe not what we want. Okay. Let's maybe rewrite this to be slightly nicer. So tester I equals a, or tester I equals ae, or I'm just going to start copying and pasting it to make it quicker. Come on, C. Come on, B. B. Right, ae, I, o, u. So this should now go through all of the letters in Luke in uppercase form. There we go. So let's try that. Save, run module. There we go. 2, 3, and 4. So there are 2 vowels in Luke, which is good. T-E-N-O. So there are 3 vowels in Technicams, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 in interval light. Okay, so that kind of solves our problem 9.2, task 9.2. We've looped through our value, and we've checked whether or not it's a vowel. So that pretty much finishes task 9.2 off, and kind of quite a nice quick introduction to some functions. So I think there's one more set of tasks left to do, maybe some coursework tasks if you guys are going to be doing those. But otherwise, I will see you in the next lecture or the next associated problem task.